Greetings and welcome to Connecting with Intent Formula Show. I'm your host Muhammad Awais. On this episode, we have a very special guest, Nichole Rogers. He is the owner of First Class Real Estate Platinum. Please join me to give a warm welcome to our guest, Nichole Rogers. Nichole, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Let me start with this.
Okay.
How did you get started in real estate?
I actually got started. I did hair for 10 years. And then I was pregnant with my youngest daughter. And I got into real estate more so for like a flexible job, um, not realizing that real estate is not a flexible job at all. But once I was in, I was hooked.
Oh, that's great. What is your higher purpose in life?
So I think that my higher purpose would probably be that we're trying to build this business to where I'm able to give back. So that's my ultimate goal, is to be able to give back not only to the community but to all of those that helped me along the way.
Okay. What have been top three greatest challenges that you have had to overcome in real estate profession?
Um, the top three. Okay, so obviously number one would be the market. The market shifts all the time. So being able to adjust. I mean, I think that's probably my number one. Um, Number two. Uh, I'm trying to think. Opening my own brokerage, that was obviously a challenge. Going from being someone else's agent to having my own agents was a little different. So that's been a little bit of a challenge, but I think we're finally getting the hang of that. And then my third greatest challenge, uh, I'm not even sure. Oh, I guess like adjusting to income. That's always been a challenge because there's no guaranteed income in real estate. So income would probably be a huge challenge as well.
What is your greatest failure story from real estate business? What did you learn and how did you recover from it?
Um, my greatest in all of my real estate would probably be when I joined a team, thinking it was going to be one thing and it wasn't. And I kind of had high hopes and high money in it. And I very quickly learned that I was wrong. And so I learned A, to do more research, and B, that everything is not as great as it seems. Real estate, there's a lot of ups and downs, and you kind of got to juggle where you're at and where you're going to go with it. I mean, recovery was kind of easy in real estate. It's very common to kind of jump between businesses. So I was able to find a company that was a better fit for me, which ultimately led to me opening my own brokerage.
What is the impactful business book you have read and what did you learn from it?
So I wouldn't necessarily say it's a business book, but it's Judy Holler, Fears My Homeboy. Probably has been the biggest book that's helped me and impacted my life, more so because it's more of me getting out of my own way. And I feel like every business owner at one point or another is kind of like fearful of like taking that leap or making the jump to do their own thing. So for me, that book was the most impactful. I learned a lot from her, and I was able to implement it in my life and in my business, and that's helped tremendously.
As a real estate professional, what is your focus? More on listings or buyers or both and why?
I would say both, just because, like I said, the market's always shifting. You don't ever know if it's going to be a buyer's market. I mean, you can kind of predict it, but whether it's going to be a buyer or seller's market, I feel like if you focus too heavily on one over the other, that when that market flips, that you kind of find yourself trying to find ways to make money and get back into the market. So I focus on both. I don't discriminate against buyers or sellers. I'm open to all real estate transactions.
Excellent. What are your real estate business goals for next 12 months?
So I'm actually a brokerage owner. So because of that, like our goal is to get into more states. So we're currently in Georgia and South Carolina. We're hoping to be in Tennessee and North Carolina by November. And in the next 12 months, I would like to add at least 3 or 4 more states to where first class platinum is open.
What advice you will give to younger yourself?
Believe in yourself. That if don't don't let fear hold you back from doing what you really want to do. Just go for it. Don't let other people's opinions dictate what you do in your life.
How can we support you?
I mean, just helping get the name out there is support enough. That's really the big thing. Is we're just trying to, there's bigger names in real estate, obviously. So we're just trying to get the name First Class Real Estate out there.
What would you say about your guest appearance on this show?
I mean, thank you for having me. It's great. I mean, I always love telling our story and telling how I got started and where I'm hoping to go. So thank you so much for having me.
What closing thoughts would you like to share with our listeners?
So for those that are in business or looking to get into business, I think the one thing I'd like to share is get out of your own way. Like just do it, jump in, have a plan, and go with it. So that's pretty much where I'm at.
Thank you so much, Nichole, for sharing your wisdom with us. On the behalf of connecting with Intent Formula community and our entire team, really appreciate it. This is Muhammad Awais. Until the next episode, all good wishes.